This is going to be the last trade that I was talking about in the Telegram today. I was talking about in the pre-market how there's a good chance that this 4H would kind of fall back into the range. We had an exaggerated move down on the FOMC. Now this was an exaggerated move to the upside, and we were making lower highs. So all of the trade, once that started to kind of activate, all the trades I was taking were, based on that bigger concept. And I would have, I'm trying to take one contract off here just because that thick red line is the weekly value high that they have been using. And I thought there's a chance they would just kind of dip down through there and, spring back up and head back to that overnight high. Here it kind of fakes me out, but I thought it was going to push lower and I was just going to close it as it pushed into me. Normally I would have taken this trade up where I have basically where my stop's at now, but there was so much structure to get through that wanted to see a little bit more. I had a few really good trades and I didn't want to get caught in some kind of trap up there. So it gave me a worse entry, and I didn't count on, when we first came through that's a weekly POC there. When we first came through that, you can see in the 5-minute chart, you had that big candle. There, I finally got that first contract off. We had that big candle that pushed through there, and I didn't count on that pushing so far, so quickly there. But it did come back, it tested that level, and I just caught it on the way back. And then on that first push down, they didn't get to that 400. So I thought, if this did break, that would be an obvious level that they would be looking for. And you can see they did try buying it here and bringing it back, like they'd reclaim these levels, and then make another effort at least to go back to maybe back to that POC or something. But I need to get better at, seeing that 4H read and then fully committing to that. And I commit to that in a sense that I'm trading that concept, but I'm not as good at just holding that and letting that entire trade just play out the way I think it's going to. So I'll take these trades in sections. If you look at that 5-minute chart, I was in actually right at the open, I was in one that hit the O&L, and then I was in that next one, and then now I waited for this one. So then this was the end of the day for me. But I'm trying to figure out a way that, that works for me, that I can stay in the trades longer and just, commit to that 4H, or when to commit to that, or how I want to structure that. So obviously, once we got past that level of the VI highs, this really opened up. This was easy to hold, right? You just keep moving your stop down. And right around here, I think I was about 80 ticks. And I didn't want to risk this coming back on me. And I didn't care about the few extra ticks to hit that 400. So I closed it right there.